$100 on the barrel looks likely at this point. Is that where we're headed?
Well, we don't forecast prices at OPEC, as you know. I can tell you that the factors that may lead to this number you mentioned have been there for some time and continue to be there. Most notably, the underinvestment that we've seen in oil. The underinvestment in the oil industry is dangerous, and I believe it is critical that the world gets this right. That by underinvesting, we are actually endangering energy security. The world will require at least $12 trillion of investments globally for the oil industry from now to the year 2045. There are serious possibilities that prices, the volatility will be increasing as demand grows. You know, we're talking about a global population within the next 6-7 years. By 2030, we have over 500 million people moving into cities globally. There is no way on earth that we can meet this requirement for future energy demand by relying on renewables alone.
You've just forecast a significant increase in demand for oil through 2045, and with it the need for a multi-billion-dollar, and we're talking about $600 billion a year annually of new investment in the industry to meet your forecast demand. How do you square that with the International Energy Agency's forecast that demand for oil is peaking and will significantly decrease by 2030?
Well, that's a great question. And I think that question should be posed to the IEA themselves, who are saying that in less than 7 or 6 years' time, demand for oil could drop by as much as 25 or 30%, if I'm not mistaken. Let me answer it this way by saying that 30 years ago, fossil fuels consumption was 80% globally. 30 years on, today, it's still 80 or over 80%. So to come and project that in 5 or 6 years, with all the challenges that are facing the introduction of electric vehicles, penetration of EVs globally, availability of critical minerals globally, and the geopolitical, the supply chain logistical issues, the sheer size and volume of electrification required globally to be able to move to an electric world, it's a monumental challenge.
Let's talk about what the energy transition looks like to OPEC's members and the role that these countries will play. What does that investment look like with regard to clean energy?
We have to ensure the growth. We have to make sure that the world has enough energy, stable, affordable, reliable, not intermittent sources of energy. And that's what the world's been relying on for all these years. Reducing emissions, reducing greenhouse gas emissions, reduction of flaring, methane emissions reductions. That's something that is really important for us to see the oil producers really are putting their words into real actions.
What worries you most about the market fundamentals that you see month in, month out at present? What's changing? What's worrying you the most?
I would say this even might sometimes keep me awake at night. The key word, underinvestment. And I say if we worry about volatility today, I don't know what it's going to be like in the future.